Hello there, parents. My name is Kathy Delzotti, and I teach your sons and daughters Honors Algebra 2. A little bit about me. This is my 19th year teaching at Warren. This is my 19th year teaching in general, and for the majority of those years, I have taught this class. I absolutely love it. I love the material. I love your kids. I love seeing their aha moments. I just love so much about being a part of Warren. I believe in so much that we do here, so much so that my husband and I chose to move into the district several years ago so that we could go ahead and we could start our family here. So what I am going to go ahead and do now is I'm going to take you through our Canvas website. When your students log into the website, first of all, they'll see my smiling face and my two daughters, Abby and Jackie. They will go ahead and they will see 4 different buttons that they can go ahead and they can work through. The first one, come this way, is the Meet Mrs. Delzotti. It's just a little bit of information about me. And then the second one that they're going to go ahead and see is the contact information and course policies. So the email address that I have for you, kdelzotti@wths.net. Anytime you need to get in contact with me, feel free to do so. If there is something that you think that I could be doing to better help your student, please, 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 please reach out to me. Let me know about it. I also have my YouTube channel up there, Mrs. Delzotti, all one word. You are welcome to go ahead and take a look at it. If you'd like some fun Friday night activities to go ahead and take a look at, there's some great lessons that you could go ahead and you could learn. My schedule is up here as well. I do teach 2 sections of Honors Algebra 2 Trig. Those are both going to be taught on our blue day. And then I also have my prep schedule up there as well. So if your student has an off period at the same time I do and they need some additional help, they are welcome to go ahead and they are welcome to email me to get that extra help. One other thing I want to go ahead and show you is the course policy sheet. Now there's a bunch of things that are on that, but I think the one that the majority of us are very interested in is the grade breakdown, exactly how their grade is going to be calculated. So basically there are 3 different sections with our grade. We have the learner grade, we have the formative assessments, and then we have the summative assessments. The learner is 5%, and I'm going to go ahead and show you what that's all about right now. The learner grade is basically how your student goes ahead and performs as a student. How are they taking responsibility for their education? So at the beginning of each unit, they are going to be pushed out a checklist for the entire unit. It will be broken down per week, and it'll tell them exactly what it is that they need to go ahead and do for the week. This is going to be a working space for them where they can fill out when they plan to do the activity, when they actually did the activity, and then watch this. This is super cute. There's a little checkbox for them to go ahead and to click on when they are all done with it. So basically the way the weeks are going to be broken down is there will be 2 to 3 main lessons that I will be going ahead, that I will be going ahead and going through. Those lessons, at least 2 of them will be live each week. If they happen to miss that live lesson, I will have videos provided for them. Once we are finished with that lesson, they will have a homework assignment. The entire worksheet is not going to be assigned each time. I've gone through the worksheets, and I've really worked to pare it down to make sure that they're just working on the essential problems, but yet they're still getting enough practice so that they can go ahead and they can master the concepts. Once they have finished the worksheet, I do have my answers posted. I truly believe that there is absolutely no reason to doing homework if you don't know if you're doing it correctly. So one thing that they will get in the habit of doing is checking their answers once they are finished with the worksheet to make sure that they went ahead and they did it correctly. All of my completed work is there as well, so instead of just seeing an answer, they'll be able to go ahead and follow my work step by step if they've made a mistake somewhere on theirs. After they've gone ahead and they've completed that worksheet, there will then be a formative assessment, and I will tell you all about the formative assessment in just a little bit. And then they'll go through the next set of daily notes along with the worksheet, the answer, another formative assessment, and then they'll complete their summative assessment. So they will go ahead, they will do that each week within the unit. And then at the end of the unit, they are going to go ahead and fill out this rubric for me. This rubric is how they're going to earn their learner grade. There's several categories that they're going to grade themselves on. The first one being the completion of notes. Did they go ahead? Did they attend all of our live meetings? And if they were not able to attend one, did they still take it upon themselves to watch the video and take the notes on that video? The homework completion is the next concept, or the next category. Did they complete all of the assigned homework problems? Again, the assigned homework problems are being pared down, so it is the essential ones. Their homework habits then. Did they check their answers? Did they make the corrections? Could they go ahead and learn from their mistakes then? Communication, did they participate in the live meetings? And more importantly, did they participate in our small group meetings? At the beginning of each week, we are going to go ahead and have our small group meetings. In the small group meeting, there are going to be 4 to 5 students in each one, and I'll be in there facilitating that discussion. This is a place for us just to go ahead and kind of try to create some community, some semblance of normalcy. I think it's going to be really important that when we go back to school, they will then be able to see a few friendly faces in the class, and they won't be walking into a classroom of 30 kids not knowing anyone. I think this is also a great place for them that if they had any questions in the big group lesson, and if they weren't comfortable asking them there, then they'll have the opportunity to go ahead and ask them in the small group. This doesn't necessarily always have to be about math either. This could just be kind of about anything that they're thinking about. Again, this is just another opportunity for us to really go ahead and try to form some connections there. The last category then, and this is an important one, is academic integrity. Unfortunately, during e-learning, it's very easy to go ahead and to cheat. And I don't want that to happen, obviously. I want them to be responsible for their education. I'd like them to work together. I think you learn so much when you go ahead and you can work with others and you can talk about the math, but I want them to be responsible, and I want them to take ownership of their own learning. I want them to complete their assessments on their own. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go back then to, actually I'm going to go back this way, back to the formative assessments now, because we just talked about the learner grade. We also have our formative assessments. The formative assessments kind of think of like as a quiz, but instead of the quiz being like 15 questions long, that formative assessment is going to be maybe like 2 to 5 questions long. And it's going to be over the lesson that we just went through. With each formative assessment, because it's informative, think of it as to inform whether or not we're really understanding the concept. Each student is going to go ahead and get 3 attempts on that formative assessment. This way, if they get something wrong, they can go back, they can take a look at their notes, they can email me, they can jump back into our Google Meet, they can stop by office hours, they can get some extra help to really make sure that they are understanding the concept at hand. At the end of each week, then, they will have a summative assessment. Summative assessment, think of like a test, but again, instead of it being like a 15-question test, or a 20-question test, it's going to be maybe 2 to 5 questions again. Something that is a lot smaller, that really makes sure that they understand what it was that we learned throughout the week. Now, the formative assessment, they get 3 tries on, but the summative assessment, they just get 1 try on. Because the formative, that was when we went ahead and we took the time to really make sure, do we understand what's going on? Do we need some extra help? The summative is now to go ahead and say, yes, we have this. We've gone ahead and we've made sure we understood the entire, all the lessons from the entire week. All right, so that is our breakdown for our grades. I'm going to head on back to our home page here. The next button that we have is our virtual meeting information. They have all gone ahead, they have logged in. It's been really great to see them and really great to get to start to know a lot of your students. I've had them bookmark the page as well, so they're easily able to find it. This will also tell them exactly when our meetings are, and it will also show that I do have the additional support from 2:40 to 3:15 on every single one of our blue and gold days. They don't have to make an appointment. All they have to do is just pop into our Google Meet, and I will be there waiting for them, ready to help them. ready to work with them or ready just to sit and chat with them if that's what they want to do at the moment. All right, and then the last button that I want to go ahead and show you is this week's lesson. So each unit is going to be broken down into several weeks. They'll go ahead, they'll click on the week that we are in, and it will tell them exactly what we are going to do for that week. It's going to list when we are going to be live, what lesson is going to be delivered live on that day. If they happen to miss the lesson, which I hope they don't, I hope that they are attending every single day for me, but there will be a video that is available to them. It'll tell them which problems to go ahead and to complete on the worksheet, to check the answers, and then to go ahead and to take that assessment. So this will be pushed out to them each week, and they'll just be able to click on that week to go ahead and to take a look at it. So that is just, let me bring this back up here. That's just a little bit about what the course is going to look like. One thing that I just really want you guys to take away from this is that I am here for your child. I am here to try to help them in any way possible. And like I said before, if you have anything that you think that I should know about or anything that you think I could be doing to better help them, please reach out to me. Please email me. Please let me know. I really appreciate your support through all of this. I really appreciate you working with your child at home as well and really encouraging them to stay on top of their education. So I end my videos in this manner all the time. I'm going to end this the way as well. Delzotti is done for today. I hope to see you in class.